एक minute.
This
Yes,
meeting is
thank you.
being
Thank
recorded.
you. त्यांचा
Okay.
screen I'm just
So good morning, everybody, once again, and welcome to the 24th.
Yeah, it is in progress.
continue, please. Thank you once again. Please continue.
Okay, Ravade sir, thank you very much. I must thank Mr. Kale also, and I also thank Tech Forum for the opportunity given to us once again. As Mr. Ravade explained, last time we had some technical issues on connectivity. This time we had an issue of slideshow. So, but still, I think Mr. Chaitanya has helped us to start it on time. So, thanks to Mr. Chaitanya as well and the entire Tech Forum team who has helped us and supported us in this endeavor. I think before going to this presentation, I would like to give a slight background. As all of us, I think we are in today's digital world, all of us, we are aware that people are trying to save the natural resource. We have recently seen movement by Sadhguru, where Mr. Prime Minister also got participated, Mr. Narendra Modi also got participated, and they are trying to convey a message of saving the soil. So people are now actually coming to a conclusion. Till such time like 1990s or 1995, if you see, people were talking about environment. We must save the environment for the next generation. All that was going on, but it was taken very lightly. People are not putting enough efforts to do that. But whatever calamities people have been now observing, people are looking at it as a very serious issue. Everywhere now people are saying there are a lot of calamities. The floods are coming, earthquakes are happening, so many things are happening. So everyone is trying to see that how can we save our other Mother Earth, and also the resources which are available, natural resources. One of the resource out of this is water, of course. And without water, I think nobody can survive. We have recently seen there are so many countries where the cities are going dry. They don't have water. They have to shift. South Africa, I think Cape Town is the typical example which must have people must have known. All of us are aware of that. So water is going to be a tomorrow's problem, and that is where actually I would appreciate Mr. Rashinkar's efforts for saving this resource. Whatever way we are able to save this resource, I think that is where Mr. Rashinkar came in. For his effort also, there is a small background which I would like to share, so that a small thing, a small spark can give a lot of innovation opportunity. That is what we can, all of us can learn out of this. So the problem was where Mr. Rashinkar stays, there was a gentleman who had a habit of putting the cup on even if there is no water or there is a water, and he used to go in the morning for a morning walk. And the society people used to have a trouble. At least twice a week he used to have this kind of a problem. So people knew where he used to go for a morning walk. So people will go, somebody will go on scooter, bring him back, open the flat, and then close the tap. That is where they had a lot of issues in the morning time. Entire society was in ransom, and that is where Mr. Rashinkar, his wife actually insisted on him, you being engineer, why don't you innovate some solution? And that is how this wall came into being. So thanks to Mr. Rashinkar for this innovation, whatever efforts he has done, he has worked on this for quite a number of years actually he had to do designing, particular design work. Although it may look very simple, the innovation by itself is a phenomenal, it's a fantastic idea. So that idea has now come into being. This particular wall was manufactured, it has been manufactured, a few samples have been manufactured, tested at College of Engineering Pune, and then patent was filed, patent also received now. So that is the stage at which we are at this point in time. So with this background, I think I would like to take you through the small presentation, and then we will take at the end question answer, where Mr. Rashinkar also would be present. He will answer your technical queries. There could be some questions we may not be able to answer online, so we can take those questions offline. We can contact each other and we can talk on this subject in more details. So having said all this background, I think we will start with the presentation. As Mr. Rabde mentioned, name of the innovator Mr. Laxmikant Rashingkar, who is sitting with me here. His mobile number is also given. Background of Mr. Rashingkar is actually me and Mr. Rashingkar, we worked for Kirloskar Limited, both of us, and we were into auto component division. I was heading marketing, Mr. Rashingkar was heading the engineering department, and he retired in the year of 2005. And that is how 32 years of service he has put in Kirloskar Limited in an engineering department. So he is a hardcore engineer of COEP Pune. And that is Pune we should take pride of. Next, please. About innovation. Actually, we are not able to see this. Okay. Okay. As I mentioned, in the problem statement we are showing here, in housing societies, many times the overhead tank becomes empty because of many reasons. As I mentioned, the fellow which actually kept the tap open, the water got wasted. There could be water supply itself is not there, so the water tank is dry, and somebody opens up the tap, and then he finds, there is no water, and he leaves it open itself, and they go out of the house. So during this time, actually, if someone opens the tap, it may be left open as there is no water inside, because you cannot notice if the water is not coming. People don't notice that the tap is open or closed. But when the overhead tank starts filling again, the water is wasted to the tap which was kept open by any person in the society. It could be one, it could be two, it could be many, and this causes basically the wastage of water, which is the precious natural resource, as we are all of us are aware. Moreover, it also causes inconvenience to all residents. There is a lot of anxiety. There is no water, and if it happens in the morning time, I think everybody is subjected to the problem. So this is a very common problem in almost all the housing societies. I think I am sure most of us, we are experiencing this particular issue in our societies. Next, please. Then what was the solution? The solution actually has been designed is the cutoff wall. What we call it as a cutoff wall. This is actually designed to prevent this wastage of water. So this wall is to be fitted. How it function actually is a small presentation we are giving you for small inputs. This wall actually requires to be fitted at every inlet coming into the housing in a flat, given flat. Supposing it is a 2-bedroom flat, normally there will be 3 inlets from the society overhead tank. So all these 3 inlet, you will have to put this wall at the beginning before your actually taps are connected. From the outlet of this wall, connections to number of taps can be given. So only 3 walls for a 2-bedroom flat is required. Minimum 3 walls, and one for kitchen, one for the bathroom. That is how actually we have designed it. But it depends how many inlets people are taking from the tank. Every inlet should have at the entry, this wall has to be fitted. When the overhead tank becomes empty by any reasons, as we discussed earlier, the wall gets closed automatically. No effort is necessary. It's an automatic closure of wall. Whenever there is no water in the overhead tank, all the walls which are fitted in all the flats will automatically let close. And then when the tank starts filling up again, the wall will still remain closed and prevents wastage of water through any open taps. So wherever there are taps that are open, this wall, the water will not be wasted. So main purpose of this, what happens is, you have to actually, the person who has kept the wall open, the tap open, he has to manually open the wall. Then only the water starts coming out. You can start getting the water only when there is a that will explain. There is actually one pin which is given. So you have to press that pin, then the water starts coming in, coming out from the tap. So that is basically the main purpose of this particular cutoff wall. So no water will flow even if there is a water in the overhead tank until and unless you are pressing the pin. So when anyone wants to use the water, first he has to open the wall manually. This is what I explained. And then it remains open. As long as there is a water in the overhead tank, the wall remains open. So you need not again use it. That means you need not do anything with the wall. So it remains closing or opening is not required every now and then. Only when there is no water, and that time it closes. And when the water comes in, that time only you have to open. Otherwise, it is not required to be operated. It remains open in open condition as long as there is a water in the overhead tank. Next, please. The benefits of innovations are prevents wastage of water, appreciation, which is the main purpose, precious natural resource. There is another benefit which we feel is that builders may claim to have given this facility as their marketing strategy. They can always give, while the new buildings are being constructed, they can fit this and take this as a marketing strategy that, okay, we are giving, there is no inconvenience when you buy my flat of water shortage or water wastage. That is the marketing strategy they can use it as. And there could be a tax concession claim if the government introduces this particular law. One can apply, actually one can appeal to the government, like, this garbage, there is a concession on the monthly or yearly charges what corporation is taxing. Society is actually getting the garbage, actually they are recycling the garbage in their own society. Then 5% I think there is a concession given by the local municipal corporations. So similarly, for saving the water by using this cutoff wall, one can apply for some kind of a tax concession to the local authorities. And that could be possible. That is what we feel. Next, please. Next, please.
Just. Oh.
Okay. Some comparison we have done with the existing devices available in the marketplace. So there is one particular tap available which is called as spring-loaded tap. But this is very inconvenient for usage. Inconvenient from the frequent use because the knob has to be kept pressed. You have to press that. That means the usage point of view, this is not a very convenient kind of a solution. Then there are certain taps which have come in the market which are with the sensing devices. So these they become very costly first of all. And second thing is there is an electric supply required because there are sensors. You need to have a power all the time. If the power is not there, then this solution cannot be workable. And second thing is it is required to be fitted. The sensors are required on every wall. So it becomes a bit costly proposition. That is what we feel. And both the devices are full flow or no flow type. There is no control possible in this case. Next, please. This is particular the wall. This is the sample which was manufactured, tested, and approved by College of Engineering Pune also. And then the patent was actually applied for. So the size of the wall is 6-inch scale actually, and the arrows are actually showing you from where the inlet of water is there and from where the outlet is there. This is called as control wall 5. The model is called as control wall 5. Size, and this model is for maximum 25 meters of height of a building. That means you can go 6 or 7 storied building, you can fit this kind of walls. Sanga, this particular
you have to open the wall. First you have to remove the air inside the wall. So there is a air vent given at the top of the wall. So you have to press down this air vent. So this all the air which is accumulated in the wall goes out. And then you have to press this knob.
Bottom knob.
This bottom
knob given at the bottom.
You have to only press it up and leave it. And when you press it up, then
water comes in. Water starts flowing out.
And it remains open. till there is water in the overhead.
Overhead tank. Next, please. Walls features we are giving you. What are benefits and features? Both the things are there actually, you can say. So very easy to operate. Even children and housewives can operate this very easily. There is nothing to do. As explained by Mr. Rashingkar just now, only one air vent to be pressed, and there is a bottom pin which is given, that has to be pressed. That's all. Only two pins are to be pressed, and that also only once. Easy to install and can be done during the plumbing work of new building, or it can be fitted in old building also. Some plumbing work will be required while fitting, but it can be done for the old buildings as well. Whosoever wishes to fit it in the old building also, it is possible. There is no operational cost because no sensor, nothing. It is totally mechanical device and it operates almost on its own. No maintenance cost. Just fit and forget, because it is required to be used once in a while. It doesn't happen that every now and then there is no water in the tank. The overhead tanks are dry. It doesn't happen every now and then, not like a daily use. So you have to, no maintenance at all required. Just fit and forget. That's the kind of wall this design is. Very rugged construction. It can be actually made in either aluminum or you can make it in plastic also. It is possible to make it by plastic molding as well. Very lightweight, very compact design, very lightweight. Components are not very, many components are not there. So that way it is very lightweight. Very negligible cost as compared with the cost of flat. If you take a flat nowadays, the kind of cost which is there as compared to that, the cost of the wall is very, very low, very minimal. And generally one wall for a kitchen and one wall for a bathroom will be required. So as I mentioned earlier, if you take 2 bedroom flat, at least 3 walls are necessary. And that is what one can say. Next, please. Awards. Actually, Mr. Rashingkar got an grant from Department of Scientific and Industrial Research for this particular patent. Okay, to develop this wall. And they also gave this wall to Indian School of Business, ISB, as a project, final year project. And the theme was taken as innovation to commercialization. So the students from ISB, there was a team of 3 persons, and Mr. Rashingkar actually mentored them for entire project of this. They had done a lot of work on this. They actually mapped the potential also. They have extrapolated what kind of potential will be there in the marketplace for this kind of wall. And then they got the team got runner-up award, where there were 30 different projects which were presented to ISB Business Group. I think this is a very prestigious business school in India, and they got the runner-up award from the juries.
That year, DSR has granted some 300 projects in all over India, and they first had chosen 30 projects to make the presentation at Delhi.
At Delhi.
And within that 30 groups, my wall was there, and those 30 innovations were sent to ISB. And as Mr. Bhalerao mentioned, that I got a runner-up prize.
Yeah. Next, please. This is the team. Mr. Rashingkar can be seen in between the 3 people. They are the team members, and Mr. Rashingkar as a mentor. And there is a trophy also given by the government. So team members with Mr. Mentor, Mr. Rashingkar. This is the photograph of the trophy as well as the team members. Next, please. This is the actual patent copy. Actually, this patent can be shown. Actually, the picture cannot come very clear, but this is a patent which has been given by the government of India. Patent is available with us. This can be shared with anyone personally, even if you require. So patent is also available for this wall. And main actually the point here is we should mention the main point actually of this presentation was we would like somebody to take on the manufacturing and everything that is related to this wall. We are not interested into getting, we are looking at the age factor. There is no point in going in for a new factory, investments, all that cannot be done because Mr. Rashingkar is like currently 74 and I am also nearing 70. So we are not very keen to get into a manufacturing kind of a thing. So this is actually open for this patent. We would like to transfer to somebody at a given whatever we will negotiate that. We will talk to her in detail on that particular subject. So that is the purpose. Actually, we would like to give this patent design everything. That can be given.
Full technical support.
Full technical support also can be given. Manufacturing, technical, whatever support is necessary, that can be given by us. Next, please. And this is the last slide, I think. Now we can take on the question and answer. Once again, thank you, Rabade sir, and thank you, Tech Forum.
Thank you very much
for giving us this opportunity for presenting this particular innovation. We are open to take on the questions. Okay,
Thank you, Bhalerao sir, for wonderful presentation, and also Rashingkar for supporting him. Now, I think Rashingkar will be in the forefront for answering questions. I request participants to ask question and identify yourself, because this is a very interesting project and we have some investors as well as industrialists in the group. And let's see that Tech Forum gives such opportunity for innovators, investors and industrialists. And let's bring this triangle together and bring out a meaningful product in the market. So please shoot out your questions.
हा नमस्कार, मेहता बोलतोय, बोलू का?
बोला सर, अगदी.
हा, मी प्रोफेसर सतीश मेहता, बेसिकली इलेक्ट्रॉनिक इंजिनियर आहे आणि सध्या मी आर्मी इन्स्टिट्यूट ऑफ टेक्नॉलॉजी मध्ये प्रोफेसर आहे आणि काही घरगुती सोलर वगैरे प्रोजेक्ट करत असतो मी. तर ह्या संदर्भामध्ये मला राशीनकर सरांना एक विचारायचं आहे. सर, एक कोथरूडला कर्वेनगरला त्या कमिन्स कॉलेजच्या समोर एक जे हार्डवेअरचं दुकान आहे ते तुमच्याशी काही रिलेटेड आहे का? नाही ना. हा, कारण त्यांनी पण असा एक वॉल काढला होता काही वर्षापूर्वी, परंतु तो प्रेशर कमी करणारा वॉल होता.
तो वेगळा आहे, प्रेशर
तो वेगळा. तर आता तुमचा वॉलचं मी ऐकलं आता आणि त्या वॉलचं मी जाऊन चौकशी केली होती पर्सनली त्यांच्याकडे. पण त्यांना ते प्रेशर मेजरमेंट वगैरे करून बसवायचं म्हणजे ते खर्चिक होतं सगळं ते. ह्याच्यामध्ये मी एक साधी आयडिया अशी काढली होती की प्रत्येक आउटलेट जिथं असेल तुम्ही एक इनलेट फक्त कंट्रोल व्हॉल्व बसवायचा आणि तो जेवढा मिनिमम गरज असेल तेवढंच प्रेशर ठेवायचं, एस्पेशली खालच्या मजल्यांना. तर तो चांगला वर्क होते, म्हणजे त्याच्यामध्ये फ्लेक्झिबिलिटी राहते. एकदा ते बसवायचं कॉस्ट, फक्त एक कंट्रोल व्हॉल्व जर बसवला प्रत्येक आउटलेटला तर तो जर मिनिममला सेटिंग करून ठेवला, अर्थात हे अंडरस्टँडिंग करावं लागतं. तर ती एक माझी सजेशन होती आणि ती माझ्या घरामध्ये मी केलेली आहे प्रत्यक्ष.
हा वॉल आहे. कारण काय माहितीये का, जसं आपण हाय म्हणजे 5-6 मजली बिल्डिंग असेल तर सगळ्यात तळ मजल्याला खूप जोरात प्रेशर येतं,
प्रेशर जास्त
कमी येतं. तर ते प्रत्येक मजल्याला एकसारखं प्रेशर आहे अशा तऱ्हेनं तो वॉल ऍडजस्ट करता येतो. बट द पर्पज ऑफ दॅट वॉल इज डिफरंट फ्रॉम माय पर्पज.
नाही, तुमचं बरोबर. तुमच्या
मेहता साहेब, या वॉलच्या संबंधित प्रश्न विचारा, मग आपण नंतर तुमच्या आयडियाजवर बोलू.
नाही, माझी आयडिया नाही. मी फक्त सांगितलं की ते सोलापूरकर का काय त्यांचं नाव होतं माझ्या लक्षात नाही.
भेटलो होतो त्यांना, बरोबर, आम्ही भेटलो होतो त्यांना. आमच्या ह्याच्यामध्ये त्यांना सांगितलं होतं तुमचे वॉल.
I request all the participants to raise the query related to this wall.
ओके, ठीक आहे.
Question please.
अच्छा सर, एक मिनिट फक्त, एक वन पॉइंट which remain to be explained. There is a YouTube presentation available on functioning of this wall. So that link we will share with everybody. There is a YouTube actually function has been actually the functional parameters that actually it is functioning. So there is a YouTube video has been uploaded on the YouTube. So that link we will share with all of you. Sorry that point.
वॉल असेल तर कॅमेराला दाखवा, वॉल हातात असेल तर कॅमेराला दाखवा.
वॉल आता नाही आमच्याकडे, आता वॉल नाहीये.
तुमच्या वॉलचा खर्च सांगा सर. खर्च
म्हणजे कॉस्ट का
प्लास्टिक मध्ये जर केलं तर मॅन्युफॅक्चरिंग कॉस्ट ती साधारण 500 ते 600 ते 700 रुपये येते मॅन्युफॅक्चरिंग कॉस्ट.
आणि परत इन्स्टॉलेशन करताना काही मेजरमेंट
मॅन्युफॅक्चरिंग कॉस्ट 500च्या आतच आहे. बाकीचं मग तुमचं ओव्हरहेड वगैरे ते ऍडिशन होऊन जास्तीत जास्त ते किंमत
नाही. इन्स्टॉलेशनला काही फार कॉस्ट नाही येणार ना.
इन्स्टॉलेशनला काही फार जेव्हा नवीन तुम्ही बिल्डिंग करता त्यावेळेस काहीच कमी येणार नाही, पण जुन्या बिल्डिंगला थोडासा खर्च येणार आहे. कारण थोडे आता ते जे कनेक्शन तुमचं आतमध्ये आलेलं आहे तिथेही वॉल बसवायला लागणार. त्यासाठी जो काही तिथं करायला लागणार,
लांबी वाढवावी लागेल.
प्रेशर मेजरमेंट वगैरे काय करावं लागत नाही.
काही नाही.
ठीक आहे. ओके ठीक आहे. थँक्यू.
हे ऍक्च्युली बेसिकली नवीन हाऊसिंग कॉम्प्लेक्ससाठी आहे, पण एक्झिस्टिंग कॉम्प्लेक्सला बसवायचा असेल तर तो पाईप कापून वगैरे त्या ठिकाणी बसवायला लागेल. तो काय
तेवढंच करावं लागेल,
एस्टिमेट करावं लागेल. नेक्स्ट
Shrikant Kulkarni, I request Shrikant Kulkarni to introduce yourself and ask your question, please. Mr. Kulkarni, you are raising
somebody
your
has
hand.
raised a hand.
Mr. Kulkarni, if you are there, please introduce yourself and ask question. Okay. Till the time there is one interesting question typed in a chat box. The question I read here is: does this wall also help in removing air block in piping?
एअर ब्लॉक रिमूव्ह करायला
Does this
पायपिंग मध्ये एअर ब्लॉक असेल तर तो रिमूव्ह करायला हेल्प करेल का? म्हणजे पाणी नसेल ना
पायपिंग मध्ये जर वॉल एअर असेल तर ते ऑटोमॅटिकली प्रत्येक फ्लॅट मध्ये जाणार. आणि त्यानंतर ते जर वॉल ओपन करायच्या आधी जर वॉल गेली तर ती एअरवेंट मध्ये ती एअर निघून जाईल. नंतर जर एअर आली तर याचा काही फरक होणार नाही, कारण ऑटोमॅटिकली ऑलरेडी वॉल इज ओपन. आणि एकदा ओपन झाल्यावर पाण्याबरोबर जर त्या पाईप मध्ये साठलेली एअर जर असेल तर ती पाण्याबरोबर ती एअर पण निघून जाईल. कारण ओपन केल्यानंतर काही प्रश्न येत नाही त्या एअरचा. फक्त क्लोज असताना जे असेल एअर तर एअरवेंट म्हणून निघून जाईल.
हॅलो बोला.
Yes, sir. Ata, I just reading the question in chat box. In between, if there is anyone wants to ask the question, please introduce yourself, unmute your mic, introduce yourself, and ask the questions.
Shrikant Kulkarni is unable to ask because audio is having some problem. He has put his questions in the chat box.
Okay.
Questions by Shrikant Kulkarni. Okay, meantime, if somebody else is having question, please shoot out.
One of the question in chat box has anyone gone into manufacturing of these walls?
No,
not so far. Not yet.
Okay. As I understand it,
that is the reason we are presenting it.
Yeah, as I understand,
absolutely.
Yeah, as I understand, this technology is available for manufacturing, and know-how is available for manufacturing. Tech Forum is the platform. Who is interested can directly contact to the today's speaker or the Tech Forum. Tech Forum role is to matchmaker and introduce each other of the technology owner and technology seeker. So please talk to Tech Forum or the directly technology owner. This is what is the purpose of this presentation and purpose of this platform. Thank you for the question. I will go check the another question. The question is, nowadays either bore well or tanker water is used in almost all the society. This water is hard water and cells keep building and
scaling.
Cells keep building. Will the wall required any descaling? Question is, will the wall require any descaling?
Yeah, descaling.
There is some coating. Preventive coating is there, which can be done inside. So there is no scaling. From the
actually, what he is trying to say is internally one can give some kind of a what do you say?
Coating.
Coating, like PTFE, you know, that kind of a coating can be given. Polytetrafluoroalkyl. Then the scaling doesn't happen.
Scaling will not happen.
Oh,
Did you test that wall for scaling or descaling? Not.
So we haven't tested. We
No,
haven't
I haven't.
tested so far.
Okay. So this is one area one has to test this wall.
However, we have contacted after manufacturing. I have manufactured it in aluminum. So there was a scaling. That's why I contacted some manufacturer,
Coating manufacturer.
Coating manufacturer, and he had lot of varieties for coating, and whatever is it 4 or 5 varieties he has given suggested, right from nylon coating to Teflon coating.
Teflon coating. Okay.
Yeah.
Noted.
Teflon coating
Next
is
question.
a little bit costly, but it's very few.
Very thin coating.
The nylon coating is also not so much costly, but that thin layer will be somewhat thicker.
So what you are saying, essentially, coating is available.
Coating is available, and no scaling can be.
So this has to be introduced in the manufacturing of the wall.
Absolutely,
Yes.
Absolutely.
okay.
Next
Mr.
question.
Jagdish, if you are there, please introduce yourself, unmute your mic and ask the question.
Good morning, sir. Myself Jagdish from Nashik. Actually, in the morning, suppose water is not available in the top tank and the wall is open. So is it necessary that the till tank fill, we have to wait for open the wall by some mechanism, or it is automatically open?
No, it is not automatically open. If there is no water in the overhead tank, the wall gets closed automatically.
Okay.
When
But,
it starts filling.
Okay, continue.
When it starts filling, then water is coming
In the pipeline
at the entry of the wall.
Okay, but is any indication, visual indication that the wall is open or closed?
There is no indication, but it can be provided in the design. At present, that indication is not provided.
Okay, thank you.
So as I understand from various questions, that there are a couple of areas open to add in the design, as well as few areas where available for making prototype testing before manufacturing. These are based on individual manufacturer concepts and requirement. So as the manufacturer will come upfront to take the technology, he can go and discuss with this Mr. Bhalerao and sir and Rashingkar sir, and can be resolved it and take it to the further level.
Absolutely.
Being a tech forum platform, I would like to give an assurance or the support, not an actual assurance, but the support here, that in this process, wherever government fundings are required at various stages, they are available. We can discuss independently once someone has decide to adopt the technology and start manufacturing on it. So once again, thanks for everyone. Please, next question, if is there any.
Please shoot out your next question. We have Mr. Dhiren Deshmukh from Dombivli. Sir, would you like to comment?
Can you hear me, sir?
Yes,
very much.
Yeah, sir. Can you just highlight me on the orifice side of the wall? How's the orifice openings of the wall?
We couldn't get your question actually.
Orifice is the opening across the wall when you press it. It's the sort of a plunger arrangement, or what exactly arrangement?
That is a
Patent. That is the patent. Basically, internal arrangement is a patent.
Cannot be.
Yeah.
So that
Acha,
design
so
we
you
explained.
at this
That design we cannot disclose at this point in
okay.
time.
So is there, have you calculated any pressure drop across inlet outlet or something?
There is no need for that, because
Huh?
if you fit a tap, common tap, you don't
Okay.
measure the pressure drop across it. Similarly, this wall is there is no pressure, no need to calculate the pressure drop, because the straight flow is there and there is no hindrance between the space. Once the wall is open, there is no
So
hindrance.
Yeah, that's what I was asking. There is no hindrance in between in the
hindrance
passage.
between, no bend in the internal passage of water passage. So straight
Okay.
passage.
So straight flow between your inlet and outlet.
Yes.
Okay, sir. Okay, thanks, sir. Thank you very much.
Yeah, that's a very important question.
Yeah, very
Any
important.
other, Dhiren sir?
Yes, sir.
Because Mr. Dhiren is a wall manufacturer, so I think he will have very valid.
Ask this question. Correct. You said
Okay. So thanks to get introduced. Thank you very much, sir. I'll be in touch with you, sir. I'll be in touch with you, sir. Okay,
Sure.
thank you.
Welcome. Most welcome.
Thank you. Yeah, thank you.
सर
Dhiren ji,
सर
any
मला
other question?
एक शेवटचा
No,
प्रश्न
no,
विचारायचा
no,
मला.
no, sir.
Acha, okay.
Yeah.
सर एक प्रश्न विचारायचा आहे मला.
विचार.
सर त्याचा आता एकदा बसवल्यानंतर लाईफ किती, हाऊ मच लाईफ
As we said, fit and forget. You don't. There is absolutely no problem.
No moving parts, and this wall can be operated in draught area at least once in a day, maximum once in a day it can be operated. So there are no moving parts which can be get damaged.
Have you calculated the cycle life, number of cycles it can perform?
Thousands of cycles it can perform. No problem.
No calculation.
But you have not done any testing for this. 15,000, 1 million cycles.
No, testing has been done, but cycle testing has not been done.
Cycle testing is not done.
That is not done.
Because the resetting of the pin, how many times it has done?
No need for reset.
No problem.
No need for reset.
Actually, kya hai? See, I'll just tell you the example. I, being from Philips, we used to manufacture potentiometers. Okay, so our operation life, that volume control full and minimum, okay, was 35,000 times. We were guaranteeing the life. Now there are people come out with a conducting plastic potentiometers. They claim a 3 million cycles life. Okay, so it depends upon the construction of your wall and also that pin. So that's why the pin resetting life will be how much? That will tell the life of the wall.
Pin setting is not required actually. Pin setting as such is not required.
No setting.
It is only
resetting. See, no. My question is, when there is no water, so you have to reset. When the water comes, you have to reset the pin, and then water flow will start. Correct?
No, resetting is not only pressing. Only pressing.
That is I'm calling resetting, because once you press that, it will get the flow will continue. Correct?
Yeah, but as we said, there is no water in the water tank. Doesn't happen every day 10 times. It will happen once in a week or once in a month. So if you see this kind of a frequency when you are required to use this is very minimal. So that way I can
understand if there is a continuous water flow. But there are societies, they go dry in the daytime, and again the water is pumped in the evening, they get water. In such cases, every day somebody has to reset it.
Yes, every day, yes. That is once in a day, or once or twice in a day, maximum twice in a day.
Yeah, twice in a day. So what will be that life? Have you done any testing on that?
You can get millions of cycles.
you can take it
lifetime.
You have not tested this. No, why I am posing this question? When you are selling the patent, when you are selling the right, all these questions will arise from the manufacturer, because the person who is marketing it has to give the guarantee of this wall.
Yeah, understand. Yes.
Yeah, this is for guarantee warranty, because I don't know the charges for servicing of this wall, changing the resetting pin and whatever when it goes for servicing.
Sir, being a technology designer, hello.
MTF म्हणतात.
Sir, being a technology designer yourself, and done a wonderful product available for industry. I request you to prepare a list of what are the tests made and not what are the tests not made. So that will give us a clear idea to take a decisions at other end that what are the next steps he want to take while buying technology. This is my one small suggestion, will help us to proceed your technology transfer process fast. Thank you for
रबडे साहेब जे म्हणाले नंबर ऑफ सायकल्स त्याच्यामध्ये MTBF म्हणतात मीन टाइम बिफोर फेल्युअर विल हॅव टू बी गिवन.
Yes, thank you, sir.
Okay, thank you, Bobby.
Yes, MTBF has to be given. Well, when we will prepare full document for technology transfer, all these issues and points will be needed. Yeah, because we don't say it is just a innovation and you have done the prototype. That is what we conclude. For taking trials, you will have to manufacture maybe 100 or 1,000 walls, test them properly, put them in the market, and then the product will be viable for further marketing.
Okay.
Hope it is clear.
Okay, yeah, sure.
Okay, any more questions, please? It's 10:45. We have another 10-15 minutes left. Anybody would like to interact? Of course, for commercial deal, you can interact through Tech Forum, and the technology know-how, everything is available for mass manufacturing. And this is a platform we have created for innovators, then industry owners, and as well as investors. And there are some fundings also available when you will go for this kind of a innovation manufacturing. Vishwaskal is not there. Otherwise, MIT, they also support with funding. And Anil Chaitanya have a full-fledged presentation on what are the funding schemes. So those can be shared with the manufacturers or innovator or the newcomers or startups. If any startup is interested in taking up this, he will be reasonably funded for the project. That Anil Chaitanya will discuss separately with the person concerned. Okay, I think we don't have any questions, it looks. I will give the last chance for questions. Please shoot out. Okay. I think I must thank Mr. Rashingkar as well as Mr. Deepak Bhalerao for this wonderful and uninterrupted presentation. Because early morning we had a problem because at their end it was not going into the PowerPoint mode. Thanks to Anil Chaitanya for presenting the slides. Yes. And it creates a lot of tension to the organizers, but okay, everything went very well. Hope those who have attended have understood the project and product completely. Definitely we are going to promote it. This is a recorded one and we'll be sharing with at least 500 people where there will be investors and manufacturers as well as industry people. So let's hope that the product will come to a reality, because I have recommended it to a lot of builders, but builders may not be interested in manufacturing. They want the product.
Yeah,
if it goes in the housing complex, probably this will help. And as rightly said by Mr. Deepak Bhalerao and Rashingkar, this is going to save water. So definitely it is of the national interest, because now water, the future wars will be for water. So water will be scarce, and we really need to protect it and avoid wasting of the water. So thank you very much for the wonderful presentation. I declare the session is over, and now we will